Hey there, gentlemen. Protect your image, part 3, right after the intro. Hey, guys, I am so glad to be back with you again this weekend. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you have an even better weekend. Look, we're talking about protecting your image. This is part 3. But before we get into part 3, let's talk about the fragrance of the week. And the fragrance of the week, gentlemen, is this. My favorite Tom Ford. Let me see if you can see that. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Guys, this is my favorite one. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Tom Ford knocked it out of the park with this. It came out in 2018, I believe. Yes, 2018. And boy, this thing smells great. This is awesome. It is my favorite one. Let me tell you something, guys. This thing lasts about 12 to 14 hours. Just a little spray. Pop, pop, that's all you need, guys. It projects the room, okay? It smells so good. Everybody that I've introduced this to, even my parents, they love it. My wife loves it. I love it, okay? This, you gotta go out and get this. You gotta go. You gotta get this. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. You can't do any better than this. And only problem with it is that it's so strong that and it's so manly and so leathery that it's really only good for cooler months, or when you're going out with your girlfriend, your significant other, your wife, out on the town at night. A little bit of this is great. Not good for hot weather. It's so strong that it can be overpowering. But your cooler weather, I wear it mainly during the fall, winter, and the beginning of the spring. And if I'm going out at nighttime and it's a little cooler, I'll throw this on as well. But guys, you need to check this out. It's got a leathery, of course, it's leather. It's mainly leather. It's awesome. Amber, spicy, smoky, a little bit of woody. The main note of this is a cardamom, and it smells so good. Second notes are which I love, jasmine and leather. And then the third notes, the base notes, are amber, moss, and moss. So it is something that you might want. No, not you might. You need to go out and check it out. Grab it. Again, guys, it's not cheap. You got to put an investment into it, but I think you will not be disappointed. Okay, go check it out. Let me smell it one more time. It just smells so good. Every time I smell it, I'm like, man, he knocked it out of the park. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Well, without any further ado, let's get into our topic for today. And that topic is protecting your image. And this is part 3 of a 3-part series that I wanted to do on protecting your image, gentlemen. It is very important that we have our image protected, that we don't look any kind of way, we don't act any kind of way, that we produce a image that people can glean from, young people can glean from. And I think that's very, very important. But what I'm going to talk about today basically has to do with what style you want. Now, we talked about our haircut, dealing with our facial, our hair, and things of that nature. So, but this time I really want to get into the style, the style that you had. We talked about how to conduct yourself, how to walk, how to talk. But now let's talk about a little bit about the style. What style do you want to portray? Me, I like wearing sport jackets, blazers with a shirt not buttoned up, no tie, a little scarf in the pocket, maybe, nice watch on. That's my style. I like that. Other guys are more casual, t-shirts, whatever. Some guys like ties, a whole suit, the whole nine. I'm not too much into the whole suit thing. I do have suits, definitely, that I wear when I need to, but I I definitely like the sport jacket or blazer look. That's my style. But what is your style? Your style might not be like this, okay? So you have to pick that style. And one of the styles that you might want to look into as you being maybe not into the more formal part, you might want to look into maybe this. This is a more casual look. Now, this is a fall look that I'm showing on the screen now, but you see the guys with a turtleneck, nice kind of trench coat type jacket on, you know, the slacks, very casual, very nice, very neat. The guy on the left actually doesn't even has a t-shirt on. His is open. The guy on the right has a t-shirt on as well. It's open, not tucked in. But the guy in the middle, his turtleneck is tucked in, and his nice jacket, hands in the pocket. He just looks awesome, looking stylish. Also, you can choose maybe this is for some of you guys. You like to you're in the corporate world, CEO, you're in the office a lot. You might have to wear a tie. You know, these guys are fitted. I mean, those suits are nailing on them. They're fitting real nice. I like the way their ties are looked. One guy to the right with the pink shirt has a button down type shirt. His collars are buttoned down. The guy on the left does not. I mean, but they still look presentable. They look nice. The guy on the right has a nice scarf that's folded in his pocket, but the guy on the left has his folded differently and more loose. So those are some of the styles you might want to choose if you're more formal, if you like that look. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a suit on every day. You know, our Kevin Samuels, God bless him, you know, the late Kevin Samuels, he always had a suit on, and he would call it Suit Saturday, and you would wear that to go out there. And let me tell you, you get a lot of respect for suits. But maybe you're not like that. Maybe you're a younger guy and you guys are more into the urban looking. These guys here have a t-shirt under a nice look like shirt jacket, caps on, you know, things like that. Hey, if that's your look, go for it. But make sure you look good when you're doing that, okay, guys? But those are maybe some of the things that you might want to go after as far as your look is concerned, your style. Pick a style. I'm not going to here to tell you which one's better than the other. It has to do with your personality, your persona, what you want to project out to the public, okay? But there are some things I do want to talk to you about as far as what looks good maybe on your body type. So we're going to look into body types real quick. And I want you to look at the screen again, and I'm going to show you these body types here. So let me go back to the screen for you. And there's pretty much 3 different types of body types. Let me get my cursor here. The one on your left is an ectomorph. And they're generally, ectomorphs, you guys are generally slender. You're like 130, 150 pounds. Straight up and down. You got your mesomorph guys in the middle. They're generally more muscular, as you can see here, V-shaped, and that type of guy, your football players. Then you have your endomorphs on the right hand side, and they're generally your bigger guys. You know, you guys that put on a little bit more weight. You've been like that all your life. That's just how you are. You know, the linemen on the football field, sometimes they look like that. You got to find out which one of these guys you are. Now, if you're trying to transform yourself into a mesomorph, you're going to have to do some work, and that is a long discussion about exercise and what you need to do, and I don't want to get into that right now, but we're going to talk about how to dress these 3 different types of body styles. The first one we're going to talk about, if you see my cursor over here, is the ectomorph. So we're going to talk about the ectomorph first, the slender guy. What should a slender guy wear? Well, number one rule, I believe, in what slender guys should wear is to stay away from dark colors, especially like black, because black slenders you up automatically anyway. So you don't want to wear any dark colors, navies, dark blues, you know, dark grays, anything like that. You want to stick to the medium temperature colors or medium tint colors, maybe medium gray, medium blues, you know, things like that, to your lighter colors. You like yellows or whites or baby blues or light blues, things are like that. That way you don't look like you're so slender all the time, especially if you have a problem with your slenderness. And I know some guys that are slender, they're tall and they're just slender. We call that lanky, and they don't like it at all. They want to be, they want to be jacked up, and not all body types can get jacked up. Okay, so you have to go with what you have. Now, one thing you also may want to stay away from is patterns that are vertical stripes. You might want to stay away from vertical stripes. Those things, they elongate the body and it makes you look slender. You can do horizontal stripe shirts like polo with horizontal stripes. Those make you look wider. Those are things you might want to look at in a lighter color. And maybe even a darker color, because the stripe can help you a lot. You can use a darker color, but don't use a dark color with just plain, no pattern at all. You guys could wear plaid type patterns, checker patterns, those type of things, and you can get away with it. And you guys can really sport floral patterns, okay, because you're slender. It works out really well for you. Now, the next one we're going to look at is the Mesomorph, the guy in the middle there. These are, again, your muscular guys. I mean, I was mainly a Mesomorph for most of my life, but as I gotten older, I've kind of gotten between an Endomorph and a Mesomorph, meaning you get the dad bod, that little barrel thing. And I've been working on that for a long time. And I don't know why, it just stick with you. When you hit around 50 years old, 40, 50, man, that thing, it gets harder to get away with. But I generally lean toward the Mesomorph. And with us Mesomorph guys, depending on how big you are, you can be from 200 pounds to 250 pounds, but you're just jacked. You might be tall, you might be short. I'm about 5'10", 230, 235. So I'm a little shorter, but I'm wide. So, and I have a very extreme taper. So I have a 46 jacket, wear a 46 jacket, and my waist is a 36. So I have a 10-inch drop. So it's very difficult for me to find shirts off the rack that fit really well. So the Mesomorph guy can wear pretty much any color he wants. It's going to fit you perfectly, but you're going to have to get your clothes tapered and trimmed and tailored to fit you perfectly, especially in the leg area. If you play football, you have bigger legs. We tend to try to wear baggy pants, and it's just not comfortable because our waist is smaller. And you guys know what I'm talking about. And when you put your belt on, it buckles up. I mean, I've had that. I still have that issue. So you have to go in and get your pants and your shirts tailored, your jackets tailored. Like this one, it fits me really well, so that it looks nice on you. So sometimes being a Mesomorph, and people look at, oh, he's muscular, he's not. It's not the easiest way to find clothes. We have problems finding clothes, and sometimes it gets very expensive because we have to go to tailors if we want it to look nice. So, but now Mesomorph, you guys can wear patterns. You can pretty much wear anything, stripes, verticals, it doesn't matter. I tend to shy away from horizontal stripes because how wide my shoulders are, and it tends to make me look even wider, and so I don't want to look any more wider than I am. So I tend to like to stay with the vertical stripes. But again, you can wear that horizontal stripes if you want to. I stick to the vertical. Well, last but not least, we're gonna go into look at the Endomorph, which it is our bigger guys. Our guys that are up there 250, 275. Has a little belly, on him. He's a little more oval shaped in appearance. What do you guys do? How do you wear? Now, this is the misnomer with guys that are bigger. You tend to think that I'll wear baggy clothes and I'll look smaller. Actually, gentlemen, that's the worst thing you can do is wear baggy clothes. You actually want to make sure your clothes are fitted more than anybody. Make sure it's hugging your body, not tight where it looks like you're suffocating, but hugging your body good. Your pants, your shirts, don't have them all flared out and just fitting loosely. You want it to be snug to you, and then stay away from light colors. Always wear darker colors that slim you down, like dark grays, blacks, those type of colors. And one other thing that's good for guys that are Endomorphs is to wear a sport jacket a lot. Wear a shirt, wear a button-up shirt. wear a shirt that doesn't need to be tucked in with a button-up shirt or with a blazer or a sport coat, and man, it will make you look awesome, guys. I know what I'm talking about. Give it a shot. You know, even if you're tucking it in your pants, sometimes, guys, because your belly, you don't want to tuck that in your belt. Excuse me, tuck your shirt in your pants. I understand that, but if you're at work, you have to do that. But wear a sport jacket, button it up so it covers that, so you don't have that dividing line of your belt there. So, you know, those are things that you can do. Also, gentlemen, stay away from horizontal stripes. Stay away from floral patterns. Okay. Matter of fact, with guys that are endomorphs that are bigger, try to stick with solid colors. Don't do a lot of patterns, because you got a lot of material there. It's not going to look very well on you. So I would suggest you stick with solid colors. Find you some good solid colors, and I'm saying blacks and dark grays look well on bigger guys. I'm telling you, they do. Look at some of your bigger guys that are football players and they're wearing dark colors. I mean, the big lineman type guys, and it looks awesome on them. Okay, or your bodybuilders, okay, that are really jacked up and they're really big. You know those darker colors look better. Slims you, makes you look more appealing to the eye. Okay, and that's what our image is all about. We're protecting it. We want to look pleasing to the eye. So when we come in, we represent ourselves well. So those are the things I wanted to talk about today, guys, on the 3rd episode of Protect Your Image. If you have any questions or comments on this, I can expound on it for you in later videos. If this has been good for you, hey, if you like this type of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button and get that notification so you'll know when the next time I upload a video. Okay, guys, well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. That's all I have for you today. I will see you again next week.